We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Polar Bears and the San Francisco Giants. Giants baseball is next. Henry Da Silva, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, you know that fifth inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Fabio Koufax, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. Well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Fouled off. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. And the changeup is taken for a called 3rd strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
To the plate now, Shmuel Foppert, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. Da Silva was born in the state of Pennsylvania. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
You know, at his age, a shorter-term deal is kind of expected. You start getting into your 30s, mid-30s, you start to be imbued as a dinosaur in this game.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher. He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Shmuel Foppert is the second out of the opening frame.
DeVore had it.
At the plate now, DeVore Haddig, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder to the track, to the wall, up into the arcade and out of here. And good for him. DeVore Haddig has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Stepping in now, Connor Pitts. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Now the 1-0. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The 2-2.
Full count. 3-2.
Lamont Mishmerheisen would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in, Lamont Mishmerheisen, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. He's set. Here it comes. In there, 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. A dive, but he's back. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. And boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base. The 1-1. Line drive to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom of the first. Syracuse is out in front here, 1-0. Daniel Ponce will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip. 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Foppert is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Mark Lingo.
Now at the plate, Mark Lingo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big.
Ready now, Jerome Stockman, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Stockman is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Looks like they're trying to be aggressive on the base paths in order to get that run back they give up at the top of the first. I like that, especially early in the game, so we'll see if they can drive him in now.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball two. In his career, Stockman is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. He's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Andres Sanchez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Lingo stands at second with 2 gone. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Two and two.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Payoff pitch on its way. Count remains full.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And another foul ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Foppert is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Giants leave one. They still trail 1-0. Settling in now, Gregory Pitts. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Squared that one up just a little late. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
So coming to the plate, Chipper Bonser. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Bonser very well could be starting the upcoming All-Star game. He currently leads all second basemen in the league in fan votes.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Batting it, the catcher, Gaylord Lukrinsky.
Into the box now, Gaylord Lukrinsky. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Throw over to the bag. Throw is up the line as it gets away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now a throw over to first. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope, that's the ball. Oh, that's low.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the run's going to come into score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Just keeping him close. Standing in now, Fabio Koufax, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
In there, 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box now, Shmuel Foppert, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lined into right, a base hit, and that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
In now, Devore Haddock, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Syracuse is out in front, 3-0. At the plate, Tommy Coronado. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And now a pitch on the way. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Get down 1-1.
Softly hit here to the left side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Derek Bromberg.
At the plate, Derek Bromberg. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. One ball and one strike to the Giants' first baseman.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
The 1-1 home. High and deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Striding in, Patrick Katimer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder. Brandon Cates would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 pitch. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Connor Pitts. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Yeah.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-2. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And he'll reach first safely.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Now a throw over. Runner back standing. To the plate now, Lamont Mishmerheisen as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. Pitts rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
At the plate, Gregory Pitts. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-1 misses. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Katema is there, and he'll bring this one in. So striding forward now, Chipper Bonser. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. In for a strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 14 on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Gerard Jones is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Gerard Jones.
At the plate now, Gaylord Krensky fouled off. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Three runs already home here. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So now to the plate, John Pitts. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. And it's fouled away. 4 runs here in this half inning. This one's down to third. He's got it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Fabio Koufax. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Left center, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Into the box now, Shmuel Foppert, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Syracuse leads this one 7-0. Standing in, Brandon Cates. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping into the box, Alex Wilkinson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
In now, James Flores. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Giants are down quietly. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Digging in once again, DeVore Haddock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Coronado is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First pitch on its way. Connor Pitts comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Lamont Mishmerheisen. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now batting, Mark Lingo. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Mark Lingo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from it.
Now in the box, Jerome Stockman. Here comes the first pitch.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Giant center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. This one's down to third. Scooped up, one there, on to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings, and there are 2 away now.
The designated hitter, Andre Sanchez.
So base is empty now after the double play, and digging in is the DH, the switch hitter, Andres Sanchez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's the pitch. Let it rip that time, 3-0, but the fastball's by him. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the cove, but foul. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. All set for the start of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Gregory hits. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
You don't really expect a leadoff hitter, especially a rookie, to hit for power, but he blasts this thing. And when he rounds first, he's thinking triple all the way. And those young legs helped him get there, too.
Standing in now, Chipper Bonser. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Colt Medrano gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Line toward right center. He's through first and hustling for second.
Man, I'm not sure what to make of this one. The ball was hit hard, but it looked routine. The only thing I could think of is maybe he lost it in the lights there. That's a tough break.
Ready for another chance? John Pitts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box, Fabio Koufax, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Medrano is a guy that certainly fits the profile as a power fastball pitcher, but I think what makes him really most impressive is the command he displays while keeping the velocity as high as it is. 3-0 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 10-0 score.
Now batting, the left fielder, Timberwolves, Foppert.
At the plate, Shmuel Foppert, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. 2-run shot to straightaway center. His first home run of the season as the blowout continues. At the plate now, DeVore Haddig. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1.
That's outside.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Still only 1 out in the inning. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ball 2. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Connor Pitts. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Outside.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Pitts comes into action sporting a slugging line above 650, and that's not something you see every day. Truly an elite power bat. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Popped him up. Wilkinson is there, and the inning is over. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Polar Bears are out in front 12-0. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Giants to discuss his thoughts on the San Francisco lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Giants.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In now, Tommy Coronado. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. This is line to left, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
To the plate now, Derek Bromberg, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Sharp ground ball toward the hole, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
So now to the plate, Patrick Katimer. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. None out, runners at first and second. And it's fouled away. Katimer, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2028 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping in now, Brandon Cates, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
First and second now, 1 man out. 3 balls and a strike to count to the Giants shortstop.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So digging in now, Alex Wilkinson. He reached on a single in his first try. On its way is pitch number 75.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Alex Wilkinson becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box now, James Flores, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Flores carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. 0-1, here it comes. High and deep to straightaway right. A ball that's carrying. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Now to the plate, Lamont Mishmerheisen.
For Syracuse, the first baseman, Lamont Mishmerheisen.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Count even at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path. Standing in now, Gregory Pitts.
Hit in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Pedro Perez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Chipper Bonzer, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Perez, just 24 years of age. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2030.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So stepping in, Gaylord Lakrensky. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. The 1-1.
Count 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
3-2 full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. But this will land untouched. Another full count offering on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, the bad news is he botched what looked like a routine fly ball. The good news is the runner wasn't able to advance any further than first base, so that's a play that should have been made, but at least it wasn't more than a one-base error.
Bases full now following the error, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder John Pitts. From the stretch, and that misses for ball 1.
He came into a mess out of the bullpen, and it hasn't gotten any better. This is not a comfortable place to be, not even close.
The 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. 2-1 after the foul ball there. from the stretch. A line shot to third base.
Now batting, shortstop.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Fabio Koufax. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First offering on its way. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Mark Lingo. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. A ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it comes. Popped him up. And there's your first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Next to bat for the Giants, Jerome Stockman, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now here's a swing, and yet another pop up toward the left side of the diamond. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 6.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Andres Sanchez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Hitters count 2-0 to the DH of the Giants.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2-2.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Another full count pitch on its way. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. But it bangs off of archway number 1.
It's one of the beauties of the ballpark out here in San Francisco, the bricks. But I'll tell you what, if it caroms right to the right fielder, you got to pump the brakes coming around first base because he'll throw you out.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Freddie Daleski takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Freddie Daleski.
To the plate now, Tommy Coronado, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. 2 out with the man at first. And the inning is away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1 left for San Francisco. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. New inning set to get underway. Ready to take his hacks again. Shmuel Foppert as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
1-1 the count now. Here it comes. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stockman is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Devore Haddig. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
So now to the plate, Connor Pitts as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
Good waist pitch, 1-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here. In now, Lamont Mishmerheisen. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. 0-1. Here it comes.
Ball.
And he takes this one high. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on.
Hey.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Runner at first following the error. And coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Gregory Pitts. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. The relay, and he's safe.
Now batting, second baseman,
Chipper Bonser will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. From the belt, the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ball.
And there's ball 2 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Into the corner and slicing foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, got him looking at the 2-seamer, and that'll end it. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Syracuse leads it 13-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Derek Bromberg, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. A leap, but it's off his glove. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. But they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Stepping in now, Patrick Katimer, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Zaleski, a 5'10" left-hander. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. 0-1, here's the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2. Inside, ball 2.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Into the box, Brandon Cates. First offering on its way.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-1 is up in the zone, but below the letters apparently for a strike. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Fouled off. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Fastball well outside. James Flores would be next. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Foppert is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. Syracuse is out in front here, 13-1. Digging in to try it again, Gaylord Lakrensky. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And it's gone into the arcade section. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead got even wider. Caden Urbina comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Urbina.
At the plate, Fabio Koufax. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Into the box now, Shmuel Foppert, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's down.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
And he's back standing. To the plate now, Devore Hadid, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Line toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Standing in now, Connor Pitts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runners are at the corners with one man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box, Lamont Mishmerheisen. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The 1-0 home is outside for a ball. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Now the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is through into center field, a base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
Juan Almanzar enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Almanzar.
So now to the plate, Gregory Pitts, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 2-0 home, and it's fouled away. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Chipper Bonzer would be next. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The relay. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Polar Bears are out on top 18-1. At the plate now, James Flores, and he puts it on the ground to second. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So in now for San Francisco, Mark Lingo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Bonzer is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The center fielder, number 32.
Now at the plate, Jerome Stockman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first 2 guys of the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Here's a high pop-up. Mish Murheisen has a play, and that ends the inning. Giants are down on 4 pitches, and they remain well behind. All set to start the 9th in this one. Digging in now, Chipper Bonzer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, that was a tough strikeout. A big strikeout in this game, too. If you think back, there were 2 guys in scoring position, so he has to be looking for much more out of his AB this time.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball. Popped him up. Cates trying to get there. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now back.
Striding into the box, Gaylord Lukrensky. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. Almanzar, a 6'5" left-hander. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2024.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch.
8-2.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2.
We got a full count. 3-2.
John Pitts is on deck. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Striding in once again, John Pitts.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Lays off 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Stepping in, Fabio Koufax. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
1-0.
Throw over to first. Runners back. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 2 out with the man at first. That's wide, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. The 2-0 on the way.
Yeah.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit.
The batter, the left fielder, Jumper Wall, Stopper.
At the plate, Shmuel Foppert, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He enters this plate appearance 3 for 6 in the ball game thus far. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding two as the side is retired. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Polar Bears are out in front here, 18-1. So it'll be the Giants DH, Andres Sanchez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's inside.
The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Pitch on the way.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Tommy Coronado is on deck. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
The right fielder,
stepping into
10,
the box, Tommy Coronado. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's low.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory back behind third. Pitts is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Stepping up to the plate, Derek Bromberg.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
18-1 this evening. Syracuse brought their big bats to the park in this one, hammering 7 home runs. Daniel Ponce earns win number 7 on the season. Henry Da Silva permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.